everybody, this is Nate coming to you from Palen Music Center down here in Springfield, Missouri. And today we are taking a look at the 68 Pro-Reverb, kind of an overlooked amp, honestly. This is a little bit different if you know the history of the Pro-Reverb. The blackface era, like the mid-60s to late 60s, like 67, that was typically a 212, 26L6, the same tone settings, the same dials as like a deluxe reverb or a Vibrolux. But here comes this thing. This actually does have a mid-range knob, which the deluxe reverb does not, or the Dux reverb, whichever you like, or the Vibrolux doesn't have one. This one does, and it has only a 112 speaker, which means this is a lot easier to carry, number one, but also a really cool pedal platform. If you've been kind of into the Hot Rod Deluxe, but you wanted something that was just a little more clean headroom, this will break up, and I'll show you that in a second. But because of the upgraded speaker that's in there, which is a Celestion Creamback Neo speaker, it's a pretty smoking little amp. A lot of headroom, and it breaks up nice and takes pedals like a champion. So here's the clean sound that I was just on. This is with a JHS Sweet Tea on the Angry Charlie side, and this is just straight into the front. So it takes drive pedals great. It takes modulation and delay and all that stuff fantastic. I love the reverb. It's a Fender amp. By the way, this Gibson ES345, is there a better match made in heaven than a Gibson hollow body and a Fender tube amp? I don't think there is. It's great. Thank you, Fender and Gibson, for getting along in the realm of tone. Let's try a different guitar. We got us an American Professional 2 Telecaster with a rosewood fretboard. Here it goes. That was a little bit too much spaghetti from a spoon, but hey, I used to play a gig with a guy named Aaron Harms. Shout out to you, Aaron. I love you. I'd show up with my Telecaster. I'd show up with my Fender amp, and then he'd look good, and then I'd set out my pedals, and I was running probably about 10 or 12 pedals at the time, and he would always say, "You don't need that!" This is the kind of amp, honestly, right now I'm using a little Sweet Tea here just on the moonshine side, for just a little bit of breakup. I'm gonna turn the volume up just so you can hear this thing break up a little bit. Nash is gonna look at me with concerned eyes. It's right there on the edge of breakup. And if you're playing kind of a Marty Stewart, classic country, jazz, southern R&B, whatever, you could enter into the octagon with just these two accoutrements. Next guitar. LSL in pearlescent pink. It's a Satakoy. Oh boy. What? That sounds great. I mean, it's a pretty versatile amp. It's got Stratty kind of things happening for it. Just crank up the bass. There's a little bit more low end in this guy than what you would find like in a deluxe reverb. So if you're watching this and you're going, why in the world would I go with the Pro? Well, if you like the bottom end of a Super, but you don't want to break your ankle. I used to have one of those, and I swear, every time you load into the gig, pop, right there in the ankle. But it's worth it. It's the price of tone, friend. But if you don't want to do that, you can go ahead and get one of these, still two 6L6s, still some of that bottom end that you like in the Super and the Twin, but you have just the ease and the portability of a friendly 112 enclosure. You know what? I love these little boogers. We've got them. Come on down to Palen Music Center here in Springfield, Missouri, or visit our website, palenmusic.com, or you can give us a call, 417-882-7006. We will see you soon.